How's everyone doing today? KGT back with another video, and today we are going to be talking some more about Destiny 2 and some different aspects of it. Last time I covered the PvP aspect of it. This time I'm going to be going on about the new way they're handling the open world experience. And I think this is something that a lot of people are really looking forward to, just for the fact that it felt missed, like a missed opportunity in Destiny 1 when they handled this portion of the game. Now, as opposed to just having new regions, we got bigger regions and new activities to do in them, a map that helps guide you, no longer having to go back to orbit, and a lot of other information to sift through. So we're just going to get right into it. So, one of the biggest new additions to the open world aspect of the game is they are now adding a map. A map that you can use to navigate between, basically use as your director. And it also shows you all the upcoming public events, and it shows some of your other new activities on your display, and you can use the map to directly go planet to planet or activity to activity without ever needing to go to orbit. So I think that this is a great addition, and it's a great way for people to track their progress and see where things are going on at. So then you get into the existing activities that are already going to be in these open worlds. You got a new social space called the farm, and that's basically going to replace the towers. That's where you're going to do all your decrypting, your engrams, and all that kind of good stuff. As well, we also have new patrol missions, which I don't think this is going to come as a shock to anyone that they're adding patrol missions back into the game. You got public events, and now you actually have a way to track where your public events are at and actually see when they're going to take place. So that is a nice new feature. They're also adding heroic versions of public events. So probably different activities or different objectives to achieve if you want a higher tier reward. So actually giving people who have already finished the game and already maxed light a reason to go ahead and grind public events. They are also adding treasure maps, which you can pick up and basically follow and find a cache of loot. You got lost sectors, which are basically like traditional MMO dungeons. So you go down in a dungeon, complete it, fight the boss, get a key, get some loot. That is an awesome feature, and I'm really hoping there are several of these lost sectors. I think it'd be a nice change up from strikes and raids in order to grind out new gear, and I think this is a good way for them to distribute exotics in a very fair and balanced way. And then lastly, you have adventures, which are your side quests. They have NPCs tied to them. They're in all these areas, and in an interview they said they would be about 15 to 20 minute short stories that give you more insight into the lore and the backstory of those characters, as well as new opportunities to get loot. And one of the big topics they brought up is saying that every activity in Destiny 2 is meant to make your Guardian stronger and acquire new gear. So all of these things will help you in your progression through the game, and I think this is something that has been a much needed change from Destiny 1. So I'm going to keep it short on this. If you want to see, there's a lot of other content creators who've gone more in depth in this subject. I will do a follow-up video in the future talking about my thoughts and opinions on the new format, but I wanted to bring you guys this information to show you what they're changing and, talk a little bit more about that. So let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? Do you think these are good changes? Do you think these are, is it going to be enough? Do you think they're going to pack enough into these new areas? Because you got the European Dead Zone, which is supposed to be the biggest area that Destiny or any Bungie game has created. So that right there is supposed to be massive. You also have Titan, Io, and Nessus for explorable areas. And I imagine they're going to have a similar format, just maybe not as much as the European Dead Zone. So do you think this stuff, coupled with your strikes, your raids, your Iron Banner, your PvP, trials, do you think this is going to be enough to keep people busy for a while? And what do you expect to see out of it? So let me know your guys' thoughts. Alright guys, until next time, I'll catch y'all later, and I'll see you in the next one.